Now before we start this review, I would like to give out my sincerest apologies to you viewers on the fact that I took forever to make this review. But that's only because I do have life outside of gaming. I do work a 5 to 1:30 job, add to the fact that I also cover events, conventions and whatnot, especially given that Alamo City Comic Con is coming in a few days at the time of this video. But hopefully I will try to overcome that problem, slowly but surely. Well, with that said, only 2 games left on Sonic Marathon Volume 1. However, these are not the kind of games that I would go back to often. But just for a little disclaimer, I will not review Mean Bean Machine, if only because it's Puyo Puyo with an Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog paint job, minus Sonic. And as for Sonic Eraser, well, just type in Sonic Eraser on the search bar and just watch the gameplay for yourself. Well, now that that disclaimer is out of the way, up next on the Chronicles, we are going to look at Sonic Spinball. Honestly, Sonic Spinball is actually the very first Sonic game I've ever owned, not the other Genesis Sonic games. In fact, in terms of Genesis games in general, my very first games that I've ever owned for the console, way before I even had Sonic, were Rocket Knight Adventures and Thunder Force 3. 2 of those games are actually really awesome. I suggest you check them out. In fact, I will review those real soon. Whenever that may be, I do not know. Now, I have played the other Sonic Genesis games in the past, but that's only because during my childhood, I had to borrow them a lot from my cousins during the day. However, back then, I used to think that Sonic Spinball is actually a really awesome game. So how does it hold up now in my adult years? Well, let's go take a look.
In this game, Sonic and Tails discovered Eggman's volcanic base called the Vego Fortress, designed to enslave animals. Eggman's cannon started shooting at our heroes, knocking Sonic into the ocean, as Sonic can't swim. Luckily, Sonic miraculously
managed to avoid drowning.
As the title and sound effects imply, you're at the mercy of this game's pinball gimmick, with Sonic himself being the ball. However, you can manipulate Sonic at any time in mid-air in order to get to the spot that you wish to go to. You can also control Sonic normally as you would in any other Sonic game. However, the only reason you would do so is for you to enter the pinball playing field. There are only 4 stages in the game. Toxic Caves, which toxic waste, and a robot Loch Ness monster are deadly. Lava Powerhouse with lava that can burn you to death. The Machine, in which the background itself is based off of the Genesis motherboard, with killer grinding gears. And the Showdown, with even more deadly lava, and ear-hurting Genesis twang music. Man, that really hurts my ears. Your goal is to collect all of the Chaos Emeralds in a stage, which are all blue for whatever reason, and not various colors, before heading into the boss room itself. The music is not really that bad for a game like this, except for the Showdown, as well as that options menu theme, which also plays as credits music. Again, the song just really hurts anybody's ears. There's not much to say about this game other than the fact that it's just pinball with some control of Sonic in between. Though there are 4 bonus stages, 3 different ones, one after each stage, and a hidden bonus stage. To get to the hidden bonus stage, you need to collect all of the rings in a stage and a portal will open for you to enter. This is also the only Sonic game where characters from the Sonic cartoons from the 90s actually appear, but only in bonus stages. As long as you know where to aim Sonic, then the game shouldn't be too difficult. The showdown, however, is a different story. You'll have to aim carefully and precise on these stupid switches and get the Chaos Emerald when it's clear. The problem with it is that the area with the Chaos Emerald, at least in this part of Showdown, is way too narrow and you gotta be very precise in order to get it. As for your final match with Eggman, you have to keep hitting this one switch below him until there's an opening, which could take a while due to how random it is. But as usual, Sonic defeats Dr. Eggman, and after that match, both Sonic and Eggman are falling towards their doom until Tails, in the nick of time, rescues Sonic, while Eggman falls back down to the Vego Fortress while it's sinking. And in the darkest way possible, as the fortress sinks, it also explodes, seemingly killing Eggman. Holy freaking cow! But being a Sonic game, of course Eggman will come out of it alive. So yeah, after decades later, does it still hold up? Actually, this game didn't age that well. But if you like the whole pinball gimmick, then this game is for you. It's not something I would go back to like I was back in my childhood. Also, FYI, to anybody asking if I'm going to review the Game Gear version, well, just look at this footage right now. It's total garbage, and therefore, I refuse to review this version. Forget it!
So in the end, I'm going to give Sonic Spinball 6.5 out of 10. The game is very average at best. But if you see something positive that I didn't see, then more power to you. At least there are some tracks in that game that are actually quite decent. Although I still do not like that Genesis twang sound, especially on that options menu. Well anyway, we're only one game left on Sonic Marathon Volume 1. So next time, we're going to be taking a look at Sonic 3D Blast for the Genesis. But I'll also cover other versions of the game as well. So until then, this has been Musashi X. I bid you all farewell, take care, and stay tuned.